Hi everyone, Janie and Michael here again, bringing you all another incredible garden tour from Michael Glassman. Hi Michael.
Hello, pleasure to be here as always.
Oh my goodness, Michael messaged me and said you have to come see this garden, and you are absolutely right. This is beautiful, especially look at this view behind you. Isn't this amazing?
So this was an interesting one because it was completed less than 8 months ago.
Crazy. So it's brand new.
Brand new. And the clients called me and said, come on over. We want to ask you some questions about pruning and we want you to see it. And I thought, oh, it's going to be really pretty.
Yeah.
And I was going to share this with you a year from now because
Yeah.
I figured it would be more grown in.
Yeah.
I walked in around and it was like my jaw dropped and it was like, oh my. Oh, my.
I can see why.
Yeah.
This is very, very beautiful. Now we're in Sacramento. We're in
Gold
River area,
yes.
the Gold River area of Sacramento, which is another HOA.
It's
community.
an HOA, and they're very, very strict. In fact, your front yard, other than if you have a courtyard, you can't do anything in the front yard.
It's crazy.
Everything has to be submitted for approval.
Yeah.
Everything has to be reviewed. So we had so many constrictions just with the HOA.
Yeah.
And then there were indigenous problems to the house. So let me tell you a little about what we dealt with. First thing was that the clients had downsized. I'd worked with them before, and they had a much bigger home overlooking. It was in the overlooking the river, and they wanted a one-story where, as they're getting older, they can retire here and they don't have to worry about it.
Yep.
And they wanted a house that was more open. So when they bought this place, they gutted it. But there was one major problem: all the drainage flowed back to the house.
Oh no.
And there was dry rot and rotting and mold.
No.
They had so many problems. So when they met with me, they basically said, we need major drainage.
Yeah.
We're not going to put any planting against the house.
Yeah, smart.
They also basically said the only thing that stays in this entire yard, and I'm sending you, I think I gave you the before shot,
Yep.
was the swimming pool.
Yep.
The rest was dirt and just a mess. And they basically said, we don't want a lawn to mow.
Yeah.
We want it to be low maintenance. And they said, we really love the feel of the Napa Valley.
Yes.
So we want lavender and we want olives and we want this very lush feeling, but we don't want to be a slave to our yard.
Yeah. That's actually the coolest thing about this yard is there's no maintenance.
There's very
everything
little
that you've
maintenance,
done here, there's no maintenance other than maybe like seasonally, yearly or
fertilizing
something like
and pruning and things like that,
Yeah.
and zhuzhing, as they
The
say.
zhuzhing, exactly, the
So
zhuzhing.
what we started on doing was, and there was one other big problem. There was no shade in this entire yard.
Yeah.
It's very large. You can see it backs up to the American River Parkway.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that view.
I know. Look at their
So
borrowed
they
view
have no
back here.
neighbors behind it. The first thing, one of the things that we did was the wall, which came with the house, was kind of a buff color.
Yeah.
And it was very stark. So I told them, go ahead and paint the wall
Yeah.
the same color as the house so it kind of disappears.
I love it. It's
And
beautiful.
so instead of looking at the wall, you look beyond it to all these trees.
Yeah.
And then they love the idea of a green wall. So we planted, there's some jasmine, but we planted creeping fig.
Right.
Now, a lot of people say, oh my God, it's so invasive. Sure, let it be invasive
Let it
on a
be
back
invasive.
wall. It can
Yeah.
we just want it to cover the whole wall.
I love that look,
I
a
do
green
too.
wall. Once this wall's completely covered with it, it's going to be stunning.
Yeah, I mean, and look, it's been 8 months, and look
know.
how well it's doing.
I know.
It's an evergreen, and the bottom line is it doesn't matter if it takes over the wall and even grows on the backside.
Let it. You
Exactly.
want it to. You want it to. Oh, this is so pretty. So before you leave
Yes.
in the let's talk about the dry creek bed, because this is really beautiful.
I love this. I love this.
This is real. Okay, so it starts here.
Yes.
And you have this rock boulder.
Rock boulder, and again, it was a focal point. So when you look through the house, the back of the pool, instead of having nothing,
Yeah.
we had the monolith with the water coming down.
It's so
and then
pretty.
not only to kind of pull it together, but also for drainage,
Yeah.
we have the dry creek bed coming along here,
Man.
which I love.
You have completely made me obsessed with dry creek
Oh,
beds.
I loved it. I love
I
it.
think this is so incredibly, I was just telling the homeowner that this is just so beautiful. And I was telling Michael, he needs to come take this picture right here
Yeah.
and put it on your website.
Yeah, I agree.
Because this is just absolutely stunning with the dry creek bed and the grasses all along the side and
Isn't
the
this
boulder.
great?
This is beautiful, Michael.
And there are things to look at. So, for example, there were existing redwood trees, which
Yeah.
I love. We weren't going to touch them.
Yeah.
But things will not. There were a few plants that were growing,
Yeah.
like the mugo pine, but the rest of it was barren. And what I said to them was, because of the root zone, because of the nutrients being taken by the redwoods, you're not going to get a lot of things growing. So
Yeah.
we did the pots in, and it's pretty
yeah.
shaded. And we planted white hydrangeas.
Oh, pretty.
The limelight hydrangeas.
Oh, they're being lit up by the sun.
By the sun,
Oh,
with the vinca minor hanging down, and so you get color, but this way you don't have to worry about competing with the redwoods.
Oh, this is just so very
And
pretty.
then this upper area was here. We liked it, but they were worried that someone would fall off. So we used the Nandina Gulf Stream as a border.
Gorgeous.
So again, it's like a hedge, but you never prune it. You let it get natural.
Yeah.
It'll get up to maybe 3 feet tall. And this way, no one's going to fall off and without looking, because you've got this
You're
hedge
going to
of-
see it around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And again, you will notice this is a very organic look. It's very natural.
Yeah.
There's nothing, no hedges or anything.
I
But again,
love it.
look at that. I mean, the fruitless olive.
It's so this is very, I see where you gave them the Napa feeling that
Exactly.
they wanted.
We have the lavender, the French lavender in here.
The gaura.
The gaura.
The olive.
The grasses.
Oh my
and then for ground cover, I mean, this blew me away. This has been in 8 months.
I know.
These were 1 gallon. This is Myoporum Puda Creek, and
Yeah.
it is spreading like crazy.
It's so pretty.
I love it. And
looks
before you
so
know it,
good.
you won't even look at the bark.
It's going to be all lush and green
Exactly.
and gorgeous, and it just looks so pretty. And I'm so happy for them that they don't have to deal with a lawn. You
Exactly.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
Michael, this combo of the gaura and the lavender is, I can't get over it.
I love
It's
that.
so
I love that.
pretty. I love it so much. Do you know what kind of gaura this is? Do you remember?
This is just the pink gaura, the dark
Just
pink
straight
gaura.
dark pink gaura.
Dark pink gaura.
Oh, it is just really, really beautiful. And then your trees. So you have the olive, you have the Japanese maple. Do you know which one that is?
This one is a blood good. This was existing.
Oh, it was.
This was the only tree out here, and I didn't want to take it, so we
Gorgeous.
left it.
Yeah.
And then in the background, the flamethrower red buds.
Flamethrowers.
Are those amazing?
Oh my gosh, they're so beautiful. And they're only 8 months old.
They're
Look
only
at
8
it.
months old. I love them. I just love the look of them.
Oh, they're just so pretty. This
And
is
then this
gorgeous.
is something that your subscribers will be interested. For paving, you can see we used a paver.
Yeah.
And this is set on a sand and gravel base.
Okay.
There's no concrete, so it drains. But the bedroom is right here.
Yeah.
And the client said, I use a spa every single morning.
Yeah.
And I don't want to try to build it into the pool. And the reason is that every time a built-in spa as part of the pool,
Yeah.
it would cost $50 to $60 every time you turned
Every
it on.
time. That's why my dad doesn't turn on his spa, because it costs too much money. We have to beg him to turn it on.
Exactly, because there's no insulation.
Yeah.
So he said, I love having a portable spa, which is always warm and it's insulated, but he didn't like the look of them.
Yeah.
So we sunk it
Smart.
in a vault. There's a concrete vault here, and then there's a big pump in the bottom.
Wow.
So if this fills with water,
Yeah.
it automatically will pump it out.
Smart.
And you can service it. You can see this,
Oh,
this
yeah.
lifts out.
How cool.
And then on a hard cover.
That was, I mean, I don't know. Is this cheaper to do than in a pool or a hot tub with
A hot tub would cost about $30,000
Yeah.
to add to a pool.
Yeah.
Plus, every time you turn it on would be
It's more
$50,
expensive.
$60. This was not that less, not just a portable spa is about $7,500 to $7,000.
So it did save them some money.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the application of sinking it down,
Yeah.
the other thing that a lot of times we'll do is, if it's built up so it doesn't look like it was plopped there, we'll do a decorative skirting around it so
Yeah.
it looks built in.
Pretty.
But I mean, this is great because he comes right out of the bedroom. That's their
Yeah.
bedroom.
How fun.
They walk out, he opens this up, and he uses the spa, closes it down.
Isn't that nice? Let me show you guys a full view over here. The pergola.
Oh, yeah.
Should we talk? Or should
Let's
we?
let's talk
Let's
this and then go
continue
to
over here, because this is kind of the boring stuff, like the not big stuff, but I have to show you guys the side yard.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's motivating me to clean up my messy areas, and it's going to motivate you guys as well. So I see your podocarpus hedge. Beautiful.
We have the podocarpus hedge, which they have to use some additional, they have to root feed it because, again, it's near the redwoods.
Oh, yeah.
So that they give them extra root feeding so that they'll grow.
Gosh, that is a tough thing to work around redwoods.
With the existing, and those they're not theirs, there's the association, so they can't do anything with them.
Gosh, look how pretty this is.
So the theme behind everything, since you'll see the fireplace is corten steel, so we did these planters in corten steel.
Gorgeous.
I love them. And then again, more of the hydrangeas.
Beautiful.
Vinca minor to trail over.
This is beautiful.
So when you look down here, this is what you see, because the side yard
I love your side yards, Michael.
I know.
You always think about a side yard, and it's such a weird thing for me to show on a garden tour, but I feel like every garden tour we do with you, we have to show the side yard.
The side yard.
It's so useful.
Well, again, I tend to, I love plants, and I love that, and your last garden tour
Wasn't it stunning?
Was stunning.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But I mean, what I try to tell, and the subscribers will see, is there's function, there is problem solving. And let's face it, all of us have junk.
Yes.
All of us, we need a place for garbage cans.
And you need a place for your junk.
Yes. Otherwise it winds up in the yard.
Yeah, it's not going to go away. So you got to design it into your garden.
And make it pretty. So what we did here was a little wing wall around the pool equipment.
So here's the pool equipment. And then
storage for pool. Look at this. This is all the pool toys.
Yeah.
They've got grandkids.
Cute. Oh.
And then a storage unit here for cushions and things like that.
Is this not the neatest side yard you've ever seen?
And then the paver continued here.
It's
and then
beautiful.
the one area, there are no windows on this side of the house.
Yeah.
So you can put all the stuff here.
I wonder why there's no windows over here. Just this
It's
design
the way
of
the
it.
design.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually kind of nice because then you don't have to worry about
Exactly.
this area.
And then what we did here was, this is off their master bathroom.
Okay.
So it's the one place there's windows. So we did a little secret garden.
I love how you do
Is this
this.
cool?
Michael has one of these in his property too, a little secret garden off the side. And it's so cute. I love it rather than looking at the fence.
Exactly. And looking out and then again, when you come down here, another little wing wall, that's where the garbage cans are.
Love it.
So
Love
again, it's and if you're coming in with muddy boots, you have a little bench here to take them off. So again, it's thinking through, because if you don't provide an area that's functional, that you can store things, it winds up in the rest of the yard.
It's gonna look even messier if you don't provide an area for that. I just love this. It's so fun to see these little spaces off to the side. Okay, here's back the property. Look at how gorgeous this is.
So then one of the important things, as we talked about, was they needed shade. Mm-hmm. So they have, the yard's huge.
It really is.
It's a big open space, I love the existing trees, which then tie into the openness over here.
Wow.
But here's the interesting thing is, we have no planting along here where they had dry rot and problems with water.
Smart.
But we had a fireplace here, and so we didn't just want bare nothing. So again, another corten steel planter.
Oh, the back of a fireplace.
The back of the
I see what you're
fireplace.
saying. Yeah.
So we did the trellis. This is an espaliered camellia.
This is gorgeous. This corten steel is
I love this. And these
so
are mahogany.
pretty.
These are Mahonia soft caress.
Oh yeah, yep. This is so beautiful.
And then you notice it's got a light on it, so it silhouettes that.
It's just so gorgeous, and they can just open their doors.
Open the door, and
look
she
out.
basically said to me, they have no fire. From the dining room, there's no fireplace.
Yeah.
So what we did was we designed a whole area, because again, there was a shade problem. This huge pergola.
I am obsessed with that fireplace.
I love that fireplace.
I love that fireplace.
So the pergola's here with the paver, and then double fans.
Oh my gosh.
And again, you sit out here. It's all shaded. You get to see the fireplace.
Do you know where you got this fireplace?
Oh yeah, this is Paliform. It's the Kodo.
It is so...
From a company called Paliform. I absolutely love it, and it's also corten steel.
I just love
Is that gorgeous?
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
And what I wanted was, I wanted an open one so that you look through it, and they said at night you have lights back there so you can see the mugo pine and the planting behind it.
I am just obsessed with
I
this.
love this.
I love
this
so much. I need that in my house.
I agree.
I don't know where I would put it,
Well,
but I need it. We need to find a place for it for sure.
We in the new enumeration of the front, we can.
There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, like right in the front patio.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
And then look at the way the dry creek bed comes through. At the bottom of that is a drain.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
And then
this your plant combination in this property is perfection.
Thank you.
It is really perfection. I am so impressed with this. Just the lavender, the gaura, the grasses, the myoporum. It looks so good.
Right, and again for privacy, we did the podocarpus. These are carex, and then we have the French lavender.
What are these?
Carex.
These are gorgeous.
Aren't those beautiful?
Those are so
I love them
pretty.
because they're very lacy.
Oh my gosh.
And then another 2 fruitless olives. And I came and to show them, I pruned them out so instead of looking like bushes, they now look like trees.
Oh, so you came and did your pruning.
I did some pruning to show them.
You're so good at that. This
is their guest bedroom.
Okay.
And they wanted something beautiful, so from the guest bedroom, look at what you get to look at.
Let me turn around and look. Oh, Michael, I love it.
I love this too.
And it's only 8 months old.
It's only 8 months old.
It's probably going to fill in 2 to 3 times as much as
Oh, absolutely.
this.
The podocarpus is going to be a solid screen. It's going to be, you'll notice we didn't plant anything that's going to block the view. Wow. But you've got, I love looking through and seeing the monolith with the water cascading down.
Is the monolith lit up?
Yes, of course it is. Lighting on this job was very crucial. We uplighted the olive trees.
Yeah.
We uplighted the monolith. We uplighted behind the fireplace. There's lighting in the pergola. I accented there's lighting on the Japanese maple and the olives, but I also did the flamethrowers. I lit out the things that it would really stand out, and then we have lighting along the dry creek bed.
Oh my gosh!
That's a really interesting technique. If you've got a fountain or like a monolith, and you don't want a running stream because it's too expensive and too hard to maintain, by just putting lights to shine on the dry creek bed at night, you hear the trickle and people will say to you, oh, you've got a stream, because you'll see the light and dark and it has the illusion that the water's running through it, but it's not.
That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That's the other thing is this is a fairly low water yard.
Very low water. And then the other thing was, this is not wood. It's the Duralume for fire as well as maintenance, but the posts are all tinny, so I had them face them in wood, so when you bang on this, it doesn't feel like a mobile home.
Wow.
And yet the upper area there, you would never know it wasn't wood.
I thought it was wood.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
I absolutely thought it was wood.
And you'll never have to repaint this because it's all powder coated.
Oh my gosh! Can we see the front courtyard?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I just want to make sure that.
And I love the paver. As I said, one of the things we did was we wanted something that would incorporate a very natural look, but at the same time work with the concrete around the pool that we didn't want to take out.
Wow.
And of course you have the Michael Glassman channel drain.
Of course, Michael Glassman. Let's see what design you chose for this one.
Isn't that cool?
I love it. I love it. Very cool.
And it's removable so you can clean it out, because drainage, as I said, they had major problems with drainage. And he basically said, we don't want to have any problems with water collecting. Along the house there's a French drain.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And then
because it all slopes down.
Yes. And on the side here, what we did was, this is a side yard. We left this existing hedge.
Pretty.
But we did the flagstone on a mortar bed.
Beautiful.
So they don't rock and roll.
Beautiful.
There's only one window on this side. On the way these homes are, they put windows mostly to the back rather than on the sides.
Yeah.
And then this is a rarity because instead of just a front yard, they actually the builder built a courtyard, but it didn't look like this.
So if you have a courtyard in this neighborhood, you're allowed to design the courtyard?
You're allowed, but anything outside the courtyard, you're not allowed to do.
It's got to look like everybody else's.
Yeah, lawn and a tree and everything.
Oh my
I have to show you
gosh.
one little thing we did do, which we're not supposed to, but we did it anyway.
I love this.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh
they
my
had this
gosh.
fountain. It was tucked in the back. No one could see it. So I put it as a focal point in the courtyard.
That is really beautiful.
I love that.
That and the fireplace?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And again,
gorgeous.
here they had the Japanese maples were here.
Yeah.
We have the espaliered camellias. We planted this out with another maple to give them some privacy, more podocarpus here. And just made this same paver.
Yeah.
So again, repetition of materials. Instead of looking all piecey, it all flows.
And this is their kitchen sink.
That's our kitchen window. And I said, you want to build in
out.
an outdoor kitchen? He goes, no. He goes, I just come out here and barbecue, and then we go sit in the back.
I love it. I love it. How smart. Okay, show me the front yard real quick.
I got it.
So here's the property, and you can see all the houses look very similar. It's one of the HOA properties.
The two things we did is we went ahead and put the fig on the wall.
Pretty. That's going to be pretty. They have to allow that, right?
Yeah. And then the walkway,
we
couldn't change the materials, but what we did is we saw cut and we added the pebble to give it a little bit more interest.
Pretty.
And then change it. This used to be boxwood that was sticking out, so we did the soft caress here.
Pretty. It's so funny because you see the front of the house and you never would imagine that the back looks the way that it does.
Exactly. They're very contemporary designs and everything, but again, I mean, you talk about trying to save water. Every property has a front lawn.
Has a front lawn.
None of them have separate walkways. You have to walk up a driveway.
Yeah.
It's just
interesting.
And they don't allow you to change anything in the front. This is all HOA.
Yeah.
And they take care of it, but they won't let you do anything.
I just find that so interesting, especially in California, when we're like trying to save water and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Could you imagine putting a new front walkway coming in here, taking the lawn out, making this, I love the ginkgos, but making this more, less water and more natural.
Something really interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can't, that's, when you move in here, you know what you can do and what you can't do.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you did a great job in the backyard.
Thank you.
I was just telling him off camera, this is probably my favorite planting that I've seen you do in a really long time. The planting combinations.
It's real. I have another one coming up, but not till July, that will blow you away. It's got more of an Asian feel, but again, something very, very different.
I love it. Thank you so much, Michael, and thank you so much to the homeowners for letting us see this beautiful property. I hope you all enjoyed this, and I hope you all have a chance to get in your garden today.